Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We're starting off in Oregon today, if you remember, right? We finally made it up here. And we are going to be taking, the reason I'm in the cab, usually I start these from the outside, but we're actually in a construction site, so it's pretty noisy out here. So, oh, and it's raining, which also adds some noise. So we're going to take this payloader, or wheel loader as they call it, up to Salem. So should be a nice little trip and make about 12 grand. So we're going to have to remember we got to have our headlights on and our windshield wipers since it's raining. So we shall take off in a second. Get everything kind of set up here. Alright, let's get going. I was going to skip doing this in the rain, but I figured it'd be kind of a different pace, so might as well just try it out, see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe nobody will ever see this because I'll crash and start over. Uh-oh, the buffalo are going to get all wet, I bet that. Oh, wow, this thing's heavy. Slid right through that stop sign. I bet those buffalo are going to get all wet, that's what I was going to say. Alright, try not to slide through any more stop signs if we can avoid it. Come on, car. Can you go any slower? Alright, let's get this thing on the road, Jack. And we shall head out. Looks like, is the rain lifting already? Well, that was short-lived. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go ahead and lift on us, but that's alright. It's easier to drive without it anyway, especially since it's going to be getting dark here soon. By the time we get to our destination, looks like it's going to be almost 11:30 at night, so it's definitely going to be dark. Oh, another thing that's important, I upgraded to a 13-speed transmission in this truck, so I can't remember if I got the one with the retarder or not, but if I did, then whenever I put the cruise on, we'll be able to tell pretty much straight away, so. Oh, don't run into me. Yikes. I guess we can go ahead and shut those off since it quit raining for a second. I don't know if the rain is because we finally made it up to the northwest, or if it's just a coincidence. Look at that beautiful, wow, whoops. As I fool around and crash into somebody. This is such pretty scenery. I'm so freaking stoked that we got this DLC. I mean, it's been out for forever, but I finally got it. We also unlocked some bigger motors, higher horsepower, but right now we're running 425, and the biggest one is 450. Not really a big enough difference for me to spend. It was going to be like $25,000 difference. I didn't really see. Well, first of all, I couldn't afford it, and second, I didn't really see the value in 25 more horsepower, so I went for the transmission upgrade instead. I think it's going to be worth it in the end. If you can handle the power with gearing, it's easier to pull hills and stuff like that anyway than to go ahead and do a power upgrade and not upgrade your transmission. So. Going to set my cruise, but I don't know for sure what this what this yellow car's doing, so maybe I'll wait a sec. Hopefully it'll turn off here shortly. Uh-oh, reduce speed ahead. This is what you call a speed trap, folks, because I bet that's a cop. Nope, it's not. Usually they are. Ah, you idiot. Jeez Louise. I should have just rammed him for principle. I'm going to swing out a little wider than I normally would just to make sure that I can turn this corner. Thank the Lord that idiot got out of our way. That is so annoying to me when they kind of brake check you like that or whatever it is. But anyway, just another day with AI in these kind of games, I suppose. Alright, back up to 55. Let's get some miles going, huh? I just can't get over how pretty this area is. It's insane. Everything up here. I wonder. I need to get up to Oregon and Washington in that area and see it, because if it's this cool, then that's something I think I'd enjoy. It's really pretty. Alright, so I just set the cruise, and we should be able to tell whenever we're going down hills. If I did get the transmission with the retarder, it'll kind of like apply its own little form of a brake, so we'll be able to tell right away, like right here. Can't really tell. No, I didn't get it. Oh yeah, I did. There it goes. You see the little red dot beside the where it says trip distance? That means it's using its I don't know if it's like an engine. Oh, it's a transmission brake, obviously. Just kind of makes it easier to maintain your speed in the hills and stuff. Generally speaking, I don't get them, the one with retarder on it. I just get the normal one, just because I like using the Jake brake. But this time I got it just kind of to show kind of what it does, and also because it does make it easier to go around in the hills and stuff, like I said. Oh man, now we're going to be in a procession, it looks like, so that kind of stinks, but... Oh, I thought it said road work. I thought that meant we were going to have to stop. Well, oh well. It's not going to hurt to have a little distance between us and that car or that bus ahead of us anyway. Some beautiful scenery. The road isn't much to brag about, but the scenery is pretty great. Okay, looks like we're gonna hang a right. Just for the heck of it, because I forgot to check the route earlier. Sometimes they'll like make you go on weird little detours and stuff if you don't make sure they're taking you the right way. But everything there looks good, so we're gonna leave it. Man, I have some little itch on my forehead. This thing is killing me. Always something to whine about, eh? Alright, let's get going. Hopefully all these guys will go straight and we can just blast through the rest of this town. What? Oh gosh, that's not even the right turn. Oh well. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab a quick drink here while we're at this light. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, that other one's turning, so 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, now Klamath Falls. Oh, cool. I didn't even realize we were going to knock off a couple of Beaver State towns in this little trip, but I should have, I guess. Now we can turn right. Derp. Well, we really made a lot of progress there. We went 50 whole feet. Alright. Kind of get this swung around. I didn't really use the merge lane or whatever, but what you know, in a truck, does it really matter? I suppose it does. What in the world is this? Is an odd kind of merging into merging or something. It's a little weird. Now I'm speeding as usual. This little bit of hill will slow that down. Right lane ends again. This is like Texas. That's kind of how it was in Houston when I used to live there. You'll be like in what used to be the left-hand lane, now all of a sudden after 5 miles is now the complete right-hand lane. And you're going, oh man, am I going to exit on accident? That's not good. plenty of gas stations and rest stops around here, so that's good. He just flash us? Are we on brights? No? What is he talking about? Huh. Inspection? Oh, come on. I don't have time for this crap, you guys. Pain in the ass. The company that I work for should have prepaid, or however that works. I don't even know if that's how it works. Yeah, whatever. Leave me alone with your speed limits. I'm gonna slam on the brakes on purpose to try to knock their scale off. Bam! That's not how it works in the game. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, gee, that was worth it. Jerks. I've never like failed one of those or whatever. I don't even know if you can fail one, but does it just like give you, how would you even fail one? I don't know. I guess I just don't get what they're doing, but anyway. Oh, I hope no one's coming. Ugh, crud. Sorry. That's my bad, dude. Whoops. He's probably cussing me. Good grief, that was dangerous. Let's just pretend like we didn't just about kill that guy in the Mustang. My bad, I was sending a tweet. Like on Ted. Oh, that movie's funny. You gotta be in the mood for something kinda silly and dumb. 60, alright. Let's get up to speed, and the camera's creeping up on us as I'm not really paying attention. Sometimes I get so like involved with keeping it between the lines, and then also kind of following the GPS and stuff, I kind of almost half forget to look where I'm going. That's pretty pathetic, huh? I wouldn't advise that in real life. Oh well, it's just a game, like I've said probably 10,000 times, right? Person's got to be much more diligent and observant in real life than you do on a game. If you run into something here, you go, ah, dang it, instead of, you know, potentially hurting somebody or yourself or whatever. This is so cool. Look at that. Awesome. It's really hard to drive like this, but pretty cool. A little dangerous if somebody accidentally pulls out in front of you and you don't see them. Pretty sweet. I'm definitely stoked about this whole Oregon deal. I might go ahead and get Washington too, just because it's so cool. I generally don't like to do DLCs necessarily, because I'm like, I don't know, this game's different, but like if it's just like a bonus level or something, I'm not really into it. I'm like a first person shooter. I'm like, just include it in the game. But I can see on these, because they're kind of I'm assuming they're pretty labor intensive to make, it kind of makes sense for them to be, you know, downloadable later instead of in the vanilla game. It makes more sense to get the game out, you know, and have it be working correctly and stuff, and maybe not have quite as many features or whatever. But well, this is an interesting exit. I don't know if you're supposed to take this at full speed or not, but F it. Oh, this is just so cool. This is just the coolest little part of the map, especially compared to, you know, and I don't want to talk bad about states in real life, but like Arizona on this game, it's just kind of, or not, sorry, Nevada, just kind of, you know, desert and kind of not that necessarily that interesting after the first, 2 or 3 trips. It's kind of like, oh wow, look at that, a yucca, cool, oh sand, neat. Kind of just gets boring after a while. So you come up here into the trees, it's kind of a nice change of pace. I mean, look at this little corridor. It's almost like a hallway made out of trees. How cool is that? Probably a lake or something. Yeah, that's so cool. Awesome. It's so tempting to just look at it out the windows like that and potentially crash. Well, crashing's not tempting, but looking is. I should stop right there and just take a peek, but I'm not going to. It's already going to be dark by the time we get there. Still rocking the blue Kenworth, I'm sure you noticed. I don't know, I suppose I should go ahead and get another big loan and buy another truck or something. I don't know what to do. It's hard to say, Right now, I suppose I should just concentrate on not rolling this thing by going too fast down these hills, huh? Wonder what that flasher means. Is that an indicator of construction to come or not? This is so cool. I'm definitely speeding though. Oh, look at the train above us. How cool is that? Oh, that's so awesome. So cool. I'm not even touching the throttle. Well, now I'm gonna have to, it looks like, but so awesome. I'm not talking that much because I'm just kind of enjoying the sights and stuff, It's just so cool. If that's what Oregon looks like, I'm going. Anybody knows if that's what Oregon looks like, let me know, because I gotta get up there if that's what it is. If this is what it looks like, pretty sweet. Guess I could turn my brights on account of nobody's friggin' around. But it's kind of dirtbag move if somebody's like right around this corner, shine it right in their eyeballs. But if no one's coming, hey, why not, right? Especially as I'm cutting corners on all these curves and whatnot. What does that say? Still 55, so we're doing alright. My wife and I have been on a George Strait kick lately for some reason. Usually one of his songs stuck in my head for like the last 3 days. I'm not that big of a country fan necessarily, but when a guy has literally 60 #1 songs, you kind of have to at least take a step back and respect his longevity in the industry, right? So, literally, I looked it up, 60 #1s. It's crazy. That's more than Garth Brooks even, and Garth Brooks is probably the biggest name in country if I had to pin it on one person. I don't know. You could definitely argue that it's George Strait, though. Whoop. It's a little darker than I wanted it to be. I was just going to turn my brights off, but that's too dark. If this is the interstate, though, yeah, I'm going to have to, because there's definitely going to be other cars up here. Might not be able to see a dang thing, but there's like nobody out here. What the heck? Alright, let's get some speed going. 73 miles to go. We're not going to Eugene. We're going to, what did it say? Salem? Huh. Dang it, I'm speeding again. Speed limits are optional if you're in a truck. I don't know if you guys knew that. No, they're not. I'm kidding. 55. They're just messing with us now. They're like, oh, 60, 55, 60, 65. It's like, dude, let's just kind of, you know, get something established here and then maybe don't change it. Try that for a while. This is just a mess on that GPS screen. Look at that. Look at all these roads. Yucky. Alright, good. I didn't think we were going to Eugene. I just was like, When it doesn't have the town name on it that you think it should, you kind of go, wait a second, you know? What does that say? Randy P. Beltline? Is it Randy P. and the Beltline is named after him, or is there a dude named Beltline? Couldn't tell you. Interesting. I don't think there's probably someone with the last name of Beltline, but I've been wrong before, so who knows? I kind of almost wish now that it would have rained a little bit longer. I kind of enjoy the, you know, change of pace or whatever you want to call it. But oh well, I'm sure being that we're up here, we'll have plenty of time and plenty of opportunity to drive in the rain. It's kind of the way it goes, at least from what I've heard. The fog and the rain, right? I think I've said this before on here, but I don't know. I'm not sure if the game really follows seasons. I'm pretty sure it does not. Well, no, it must not, because it's winter right now, and it's just now kind of real dark, you know. It's 11 o'clock, so that'd be kind of cool if it did, if it was like, you know, oh, in the winter it gets dark at 6 o'clock or whatever. That'd be kind of a cool little feature, right? Maybe that's kind of, I'm sure that's a mod you can install. I just don't have any mods installed right now at all, so I don't really know if I like mods necessarily on a lot of games. A lot of people aren't very good at making them, if I'm honest. So you get the wrong one and then it screws up your whole game, you know. Alright, we kind of got to be careful on this corner. This is a little sharper than it looks. Navigated it pretty cleanly, so I'm happy with that. Alright, cool. We're getting close. 18 miles. Bend or Newport? Maybe I'm full of it when I said we're going to Salem. Maybe we're going to Bend. Pretty sure that's what it said, though. Don't penalize me for that. I was already through it. Please. Then one more left. Well, not one more. One right away, I meant. I'm gonna cheat and get over early so that I can have a chance to swing this trailer out of the way. Alright, let's get rolling again. I need to map my high beams to my controller. Right now I just have to find the key on the keyboard while I'm also holding the controller. It's kind of hard. Nah, it's not that bad, but what are you gonna do, huh? What is this? Salem. Okay, that's what I thought. So why isn't it popping up the thing, welcome to Salem or whatever? I just don't know. The slope of this hill is like making us maintain speed almost perfectly. Alright, so we don't even have to go into town. We just get to stop right out here on the outskirts or whatever. There it is. Get it slowed down so we don't have to wear out our brakes prematurely. And then we'll swing her in. Hopefully without hitting the fence. Yes, we're blocking the road for a second, but it'll be okay. That's okay. Is this one of those articulating or whatever trailers? I think it is, so I'm just going to go ahead and just pull it in. I might be full of it on that, actually, now that I think about it. Shoot. I thought it was one of those that has a dolly on the front. Ah, shoot. I could have backed it in. Well, what are you going to do? I should have been paying attention. I drove it clear up here, what was it, 300 miles, and I didn't even notice. Dang it. Whoop. A little short Jake brake, I guess. Alright, let's get this thing. Easy parking job on that one. Alright, cool. Well, that was a very easy trip. I love that one. That was awesome. So Oregon's my favorite state of all time out now, out of the blue. Alright, I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I appreciate everybody coming by and watching, and if you haven't already, subscribe. I know I don't usually say that like I said last time, but I'd like to kind of get the channel going here. So anyway, I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.